I'm going to demonstrate the reaction of potassium hydroxide with aluminum. And to do that, I've got 3 different concentrations of potassium hydroxide: a 1%, a 10%, and a 40%. For aluminum, I'm just using aluminum foil, like the stuff you buy at the grocery store. It's just been wadded into balls so that I can fit it in the top of each container. I'll go ahead and put a couple pieces into each container. Now the reaction is a little deceptive because it starts out slowly. In fact, well, there are actually 2 reasons for that. The first one is that it starts out at room temperature, and it doesn't react very quickly at room temperature, but the reaction is exothermic, so as it goes along, the reaction gets hotter and goes faster. The other reason is that any aluminum that's been exposed to air will have an oxide layer on the outside. Now the base will dissolve the oxide layer slowly, but it reacts more slowly with the oxide layer than it does the aluminum itself. So it takes it a little while to dissolve that away. Of course, you can see down here the 40% solution is really cooking along now. And hopefully you can see that the 10% is bubbling pretty well now also, although not nearly as vigorously as the 40%. But the 1%, I do actually see an occasional bubble coming off there, but you could easily be deceived into thinking nothing was happening there at all. Okay, now before all of this aluminum dissolves, I'm going to try to capture a little bit of it in a balloon. Capture a little of the hydrogen gas that's generated in a balloon. Maybe I'll put in 1 more piece of aluminum just to make sure we have enough. Each of these little aluminum balls will generate about 1 liter of hydrogen gas. You can see the balloon is actually filling pretty rapidly. That's probably plenty. Let me tie this off. And again, you can see how much heat is generated. The 40% solution, you can see all of the steam condensing in the top. Okay, so I have my handy dandy lighter here. We're going to go ahead and light the balloon and see if it gives us a little pop from the hydrogen gas in there. Ha! Perfect amount. Alright, and that is why you should not use aluminum containers to hold strong bases.